Good evening and welcome to the second cup in Naples, Florida. The first one to open in Florida, actually. Well, today I'm going to be talking to you about a very special pastry. But before I get into that special pastry, I want to remind you of probably something that gives you guys a sort of nostalgia or maybe a memory just from last week's mornings in class or afternoons or evenings in church. When somebody walks in with that big box of donuts, and you know they have a dozen donuts or maybe 6 donuts depending on the size, but you're wondering, are you going to get offered one? Or is your favorite donut inside of that box? It's a great feeling, especially when you bite into it. But anyway, I'm not going to talk to you about a donut even. What I'm going to talk to you about today is actually called a Cronut. And the Cronut was actually featured on the National Geographic website. They had a special, and this thing is causing phenomenon. It started in New York City, okay, by a baker by the name of Anzo, a city in France that is about south of Paris. This guy came up with this thing, and he was selling so many of them that when he first started, he only made 100. But yet, 2-3 days later, 350 people started to line up to purchase this Cronut, and they would wait anxiously in the morning to pay $5 for each one because they're 2 for $10. So I could imagine if you only buy one, it's probably something like $6.25. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. What I want to talk to you about is how delicious this Cronut is. It looks just like a donut on the outside, okay? But on the inside, it is crispy and flaky, and it's just like a croissant. When you taste this Cronut, I guarantee you're not going to want to eat a donut again. If you like croissants and you like donuts, it's going to be the best of both worlds. Now, one of the things that's amazing to me is that this hybrid donut, to get the original, you have to travel to New York City to get it to Anzo's Bakery, okay? But no matter whether you go there on a train or a plane or an automobile, you're not going to save any money on gas with this hybrid. Crazy enough, people from Australia, Brazil, Singapore, Malaysia, they're all traveling to New York City to get a bite of this Cronut or to get the 2 for $10. And they're all coming back and they're lining up with the New York natives. It's an amazing thing when someone can come up with such an amazing pastry. So now, the Cronut has gained so much buzz that critics are saying that it's only going to be a fad, that it's going to fade away. But I beg to differ because at the end of this discussion I'm having with you, I'm going to tell you something that's going to blow your socks off. And you're going to be able to find this thing anywhere. It's probably going to cost a little less than what I paid for it tonight, which is only a whopping $3.75 here at Second Cup. But wherever you're at, Naples is not too far. Most of you are on Lakeland there in the university. So if you want to travel here and you want to get it, please do so. Come to Second Cup. They have an amazing cup of coffee. But the Cronut, you see, it's insane because although critics are saying that it's a fad, why is it that Taiwan, South Korea, London, and Malaysia are making copycats of the Cronut? And they're coming up with names like the Dosant or the Cronut, or my favorite, the New York Pie. It's insane because, actually, I take it back, it's the New York Pie Donut. So it sounds like you're calling somebody a name, you New York Pie Donut. But this Cronut is so delicious. Here, a local bakery by the name of Michelina's, they bake it, and it's so good. You're gonna love it. Guys, I want you to have a piece of this. Please have a piece of the Cronut. Go ahead and grab a piece. 1 piece only, ma'am. Don't be greedy. Yes, thank you. Sir, have a piece of the Cronut. Ma'am, go ahead and have a piece of the Cronut. This young lady here is from Brazil. This young man here is from Holland. And my wife is from lovely Puerto Rico, and so are my sons. My boys are in the background saying, how about me? How about me? Here you go. Go ahead. Have at it. Have at it. Please break bread with your brother Isaiah.
Let's discuss.
So, the reason why I wanted to talk to you about a Cronut is because they're coming up with all kinds of other Cronuts. you have plain Cronut. You have a Nutella donut, Cronut, donut ball, whatever you call these things here. Okay? And you also have the Bavarian cream or the Boston cream Cronut. Imagine that. So, here is the finale. Why am I so excited about the Cronut? When you come to Naples or to the other 3 coffee shops in Florida that actually feature the Cronut, please, when you get one, make sure you let people know and you share. And FYI, it's coming to a Dunkin' Donuts near you. And eventually, you may have a business called the Dunkin' Cronuts. Thank you for your time. Get your mouth on one of these things, find one, and remember, when you do, share. Enjoy, have a great night, Merry Christmas. Talk to you soon.